Build your Nintendo Switch collection to look just like this. What's up, y'all? You got the Video Game Voter here. So I want to start a new series, low-key collecting for the Switch. So I want to do a $20 Switch challenge where we go to different stores, not just one location, GameStop, Walmart, Target, flea markets, and we're going to switch it up. The budget's $20. It's Friday the 13th. What better way to kick this new series off than to look for a horror game? Even better would be Friday the 13th. All right, guys, and to go into a little bit more detail about this $20 Switch challenge. I know in the past I started a series called Switch Stop where I was going to GameStop and I was picking up games and stay within $20. But I decided I did not want to just limit myself to just GameStop. Obviously, for this episode, we're going to utilize GameStop, but I also want to visit some other places such as Walmart, Best Buy, Target, any other kind of retail shop, thrift stores, flea markets, things of that nature to try to add to my collection. First stop is GameStop. So I actually visited a GameStop that is probably like 35 minutes away from me because I just try to expand and go to different places to see different locations to see what they have to offer. Today's pickup, adding to the Nintendo Switch collection, first game of the $20 Switch challenge. On Friday the 13th, we picked up Friday the 13th, the Ultimate Slashers Edition. So, as you can see, this is a little bit different than your normal Switch case because it's not in the normal clear one. It has black. And then also, the cover is official, but it has the for display only. So it's the display cover, which I'm okay with because it's the actual cover, but it just says display on the back, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with the black case too because I think it just kind of gives it character, so I'm not mad at it. Friday the 13th, the game. It's a 2017 asymmetrical survival horror game developed by Illphonic and published by Gun Media. It is based on the Friday the 13th franchise. The game was released on May 26, 2017 as a digital release and later released October 13, 2017 as a physical release. The version we're talking about today was released on the Switch on August 13, 2019. It runs on the Unreal Engine 4, is also available on Windows, PS4, and Xbox. So this is a survival horror game, obviously, and it also has a multiplayer mode. Friday the 13th, the game pits up to 7 players controlling Camp Crystal Lake counselors against 1 player controlling Jason Voorhees. It is a semi-open world game with players able to explore it further. Due to licenses issues with franchise creator Victor Miller, the game's servers were shut down in November 2020. However, the game is still available to play online through peer-to-peer matchmaking. The game was delisted at the end of 2023 due to license expiring. However, the game will continue to function normally for those already owning it up until at least December 31st, 2024. The game is an asymmetrical multiplayer video game with up to 8 people able to play in one game session. One player is randomly selected to control Jason Voorhees, whose objective is to kill as many counselors as possible before time runs out. Playing as Jason grants special time restricted abilities, including being able to sense nearby counselors and to teleport anywhere on the map. The remaining players control the counselors, who can temporarily stun Jason using firecrackers and bear traps, as well as all the various projectile and melee based weapons that are found throughout the map. A player on the counselor side may also control Tommy Jarvis, who becomes playable when certain conditions are met. The main objective of playing as a counselor is to escape the map alive, which can be done more quickly by completing the map's side objectives, which are easy to complete when coordinating with other players. This will allow counselors to escape or survive long enough until time runs out of the session. Jason may also be killed with an epic win condition that requires both teamwork and planning and is difficult to perform. In order to kill Jason, a female character is needed to find Jason's shack, don the sweater of Pamela Voorhees, and claim she is Jason's mother in front of him if his mask has been knocked off, distracting him as Tommy attacks Jason. Although the game was originally planned to be multiplayer only, a single player mode via an update was announced for summer 2017 to take control of Jason against offline camp counselor bots. Some of the missions are adaptations of the film, while others are original scenarios. The interesting thing that I mentioned on there is that this was actually taken down. So that's one of my biggest gripes. Some of the games in the community and some of these development studios that like to pull games. This is why I'm all for physical media. So I'm glad, for one, I actually purchased this game beforehand. Obviously, you have until December to continue to play. I don't know if it's going to shut the game down completely or be able to play it online. That's yet to be determined. Once I start playing, I'll figure that out. That's great that I got to pick this up. So the Ultimate Slasher Edition includes Friday the 13th, the game, plus the DLC. And it would have came with a limited edition poster, but obviously I bought this pre-owned from GameStop, so I don't have that. It should also include clothing and costume packs, which I'm curious because it may have been a code that could put in. I don't know. I have to put it in the seat. So I had a little bit of time to play the game, and the game is a bit buggy. The controls are a little bit sticky, but the overall premise of the game is pretty freaking fun. And I got to be honest, we got robbed. We got robbed from a potentially great game. It's so much fun, it seems like, because I'm just playing against bots. And I'm hoping if the servers get shut down, we're still at least able to play that and play local matches with your friends and stuff like that, because the game still could be fun. I enjoy playing Jason and hunting down the counselors and be able to demolish them and get rid of them and stuff like that. But the idea and the thought behind it is a fantastic concept. Jason has senses where he can kind of sense where other people is. He's got to walk them down, try to find them, catch them, and you know what he has to do with the people. And if you're the counselor, then you got to kind of avoid Jason and try to do things to get rid of him. But I really like the idea and the concept behind it. Of course, if it wasn't as buggy as it is, controllers a little bit tighter, it would be that much more fun. And obviously, that's something that they could work on. I liked how they added elements of each of the different movies in there. Some of them are fresh made scenarios, but overall, so far so good. I do like the game, and I do see myself playing that game quite often because that's kind of right up my alley. I love those styles of games. Be able to play multiplayer, local co-op, and stuff like that with your friends. So I'm excited to have this added to the collection. And I want to know down in the comment section below, do you have Friday the 13th, the game? And if you do, what do you think about it? After watching this video, is something you feel like adding to your Switch collection? And also, I want to point out, with these things being pulled from the server, for one, you don't see a bunch of these games out in the wild, for one. I want to make that perfectly clear. Raises the question, will this game be sought after? Will the prices increase? I think so, once people are aware that this game is being pulled from the servers, and hopefully, like I said, you're able to still play the game locally without the use of the online servers. My recommendation, if you see this out in the wild, it's about a $20 game, go ahead and pick you up a copy, have it in your collection, because there's a good chance that this may increase in price. Also, stay tuned for more episodes of the $20 Switch collection. This makes game number 178 in my Switch collection.
Damn!
I'm not quote unquote going after a complete set, because it's still far from being over, even though we are expecting a new console next year. But I'm getting as many Switch games as I can. I'm trying to get as many on the low as I can. That prompts the $20 Switch challenge. It's exactly what I'm doing now to try to build my collection. And my recommendation to you, if you're a Nintendo collector, I highly recommend you doing the same thing, because there are plenty of options available for $20 and under to build your Switch collection. Also, in the comments down below, I want you guys to let me know if you want to see an updated Switch collection. I know I did one a few months back, and since then I've added quite a bit to the collection, and moving forward, obviously, with this series, we're going to be doing the same. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think, if that's something that you want to see in the near future. And also, are you adding this game to your collection? And also, happy Friday the 13th. We're celebrating with Friday the 13th, the game. Until next time. Thank you for watching. Follow me on all social media platforms at VideoGameVotary.